Time to do the honeycomb. Start boiling it down for wax. Some of it's already been through once, so I'm not going to put these that have already been done in this batch. This is, they're already partly cleaned. Actually, I have another bag of it. This one seems to be mostly second time round stuff. Yeah, pretty much actually. So yeah, I think I'll get the other bag. Oh boy, look at that, it's already going really good. Actually pretty hot. Don't want to get it too hot. So as you can see the difference, this is just the raw comb. You can see bits of dead bees and whatever in there, all sorts of roughage and scruffy stuff. That's already been through once, but it's not very nice. I think there's little bits and chips of stuff in here that's been through already, but I think for the most part it's not worth sorting through it because it's all just little tiny bits and fiddly pieces. So what we'll do, we'll just get her going. So what this does is it melts down. There's about that much water in here, probably about half full when I started. Just brought it up to a simmer, and what that's going to do is start to reduce that all down to a liquid. And then I take a 5-gallon bucket, and pretty hot down here. I take a 5-gallon bucket with some cheesecloth on the top, and I just pour it through. Got to wire that cheesecloth on pretty tight, of course, so it doesn't fall in. And I pour this through, and what that does is it filters out all the biggest chunks. And I can do that once or possibly even twice, depending on how clean it gets it. And then after that, you've reduced it to the cleaner pieces. We remelt that, do it again through a finer mesh, either more layers of cheesecloth or even coffee filters or something like that. And you just do that probably 3 or 4 times, depending on how carefully you do it, until you get it to the point where it's just nice clean wax. And the wax has started to foam up a bit, actual boil, which is, it's not a terrible thing, but it's not what I wanted, because it causes quite a few bubbles to be in the wax when it cools off. Now this is only the second flushing or cleaning or straining or whatever you want to call it, and there'll be at least one more, so it's not a big deal since it's going to be melted down again. Okay, so I've secured it's just an old bed sheet that I've been using, and I've secured it just with a piece of string. I put a tiny bit of cold water in the bottom of this just so it doesn't, I don't think it'll hurt the silicone plastic bucket, but still, most of the suds have gone down, which is good. So we just pour this through, and then it'll sit, it's amazing how hot this is. It'll sit until overnight. It'll be morning before this is cooled off enough to be able to pull out that puck of solid wax. So we'll just let it soak through, and then we'll put some more in, and that's it. Well, here we are at pretty near the final stage. This has been sitting outside overnight. It got down to, it's almost frost last night, so it was quite chilly. But that stuff is so hot with all the hot water in it that it takes a long time to cool down, hours and hours. So I've already poured the water off of this, and this sort of plastic type material that they make these buckets from it's almost like silicone, not much sticks to it. So I worked this loose. It only takes, you just have to kind of bend your bucket a little bit. And this is the puck of wax that we got from yesterday's pour that you saw. So this is about 1/3 of the total amount of wax I'm going to get. It's still kind of a caramely color, so it needs at least one more finer sieving down there to clean it up. But it's, it's pretty nice wax, and there's plenty of it. There's a little bit of just the whiteness underneath from where it hit the cold water, I guess. But that's pure wax. That's nice. And so this will now be added in with the balance of the stuff that's already been through. And I'll end up doing it at least one more time, possibly twice for the total amount. I'm not going to bother showing you that because it's very redundant. It's exactly the same process as this. I'll still use the sheet. I'll probably double it over to get that, you know, an extra thick sieving sort of idea. And it'll come out just another puck like this. I'll probably do it in 2 pours so that these are manageable because it's pretty big. Now I started out with 5 kilos of honeycomb. I think a lot of it was brood comb because it was pretty cruddy. But there's not a lot of weight to that crap. So when you filter all that stuff out, you're not really losing a lot of weight. So out of 5 kilos, I'm going to end up with probably 4.5 to 4 3/4 kilos of pretty pure wax when I'm done. So, you know, on the market on Amazon at sort of somewhere between $15 and $20 a pound, you know, I'm going to have a pretty close to 12 pounds of this, maybe 11. So, you know, well worth doing for, you know, for the length of time it takes. And if you don't keep bees, if you know anybody who does, I'm sure you can buy their honeycomb for a dirt cheap price because until it's refined like this, it's not really worth anything. So I want to thank you for watching. If you found this interesting, educational, enjoyable, please share it with someone else. Like it if you did like it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And have a good day, and we'll see you the next time on the next project we're doing. See you later.